do not skip this video. The blessing of your life is in the balance, and your hesitation is about to cost you everything. You passed the test. You endured the wait. You remained faithful in the deafening silence. Where others would have given up, you remained. But the test now is one of speed, not of endurance. At this exact hour, in the heavenly court, a decree of blessing has been released with your name on it. But it has a window of acceptance that is closing. This is not a random video. This is your final summons. What is at stake is not a small victory. It is your legacy. You did not arrive here by an algorithm. You arrived because you were marked to arrive. This is divine alignment. And what you survived was not to break you. It was to prepare you for this exact moment. You feel the paralysis, don't you? The mind replaying the same scenarios at 3 in the morning. The body tense with the weight of non-decision. The frustration of watching others move forward while you remain stuck analyzing. It's the pain of knowing something great is at the door, but the fear of turning the knob is greater. The constant question, why them and not me? There is something I'm going to place in your hands before this message closes, something Solomon recorded for the child of God who needs to break the cycle of hesitation, and it fits in your pocket. It is not a book to be studied. It is an instrument to bear the weight of what you carry. I will return to this. For now, hold that thought. The silence at the dinner table, the phone ringing with that name on the screen, the opportunity staring you in the face. Each time the same voice whispers, wait, think it over. And on that very subject, on the next time you say, I'll think about it, I have already left the instrument waiting for you in the first pinned comment. If you need to leave before the end, it is there, but stay because the Hebrew name for what is happening to you has not yet been spoken. Have you ever felt that this hesitation is not merely human, but spiritual? What if this pattern of paralyzing analysis is a sign that there is a battle against the purpose God has placed on your life? It was in searching for answers to this that I found this digital guide called the Solomon Code. This guide is not just a reading. It is a key to spiritual understanding, a tool made for those who wish to see beyond appearances, to stop treating this paralysis as a simple ailment, and to understand why the spirit of doubt rises with such force against those who carry a mark of God. Several chosen ones here on the channel have already felt the call of the code but have not yet made the decision to download the digital guide. Download it now. It is available in the first pinned comment. If you are one of the first to download it, come back here and write Amen. That will be your act of faith. And this very day God may show you why the spirit of hesitation has risen against your life. There are 5 signs that hesitation has become a spirit in your life. The first is the infinite analysis. You spend hours, days, weighing pros and cons you already know by heart, searching for a new piece of information that never comes, while the opportunity grows cold. The second is the false prudence. You disguise fear as wisdom. You tell yourself you are being cautious, responsible, but deep down you are terrified of making a mistake. The third is the decision fatigue. The simple act of making a decision, however small, exhausts you. You prefer others to decide for you, or you simply let circumstances choose, so as not to bear the responsibility. And on that scene, the mental exhaustion after a day of deciding nothing, I have already left the instrument waiting for you in the first pinned comment. If you need to leave before the end, it is there. But stay, because the Hebrew name for what is happening to you has not yet been spoken. The fourth sign is the passive witness. You watch your own life like a movie. You see blessings pass by, doors open and close, and you are just a spectator. You have lost the sense of being the protagonist of your own story. And the fifth, the bargaining for signs. You ask for one more sign, and another, and another. But no sign is ever enough, because the problem is not a lack of clarity, it's a lack of courage to act on the clarity you already have. But today I hand you a tool, a decree of immediate action, anchored in Psalm 37, verses 5 through 7. The English Standard Version says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your justice as the noonday." This is not a suggestion, it is a protocol. Step 1. Name the decision that paralyzes you. Say it out loud. Step 2. Declare, Father, I commit this decision to you. I trust in you. Step 3. Take one single, small, tangible step in the direction of that decision within the next 10 minutes. Not the final step, the first step. That is the act that breaks the inertia. And if you feel at this moment that this is exactly what you need, before I continue, place your thumb now over the link in the first pinned comment. Don't click yet, just place your thumb. Feel the weight of the decision before you make the decision. This guide is not a method to do more. It is an instrument to endure more. And the next time you say, I'll think about it, will come sooner than you think. And it comes with 2 seals for your household. The first is the ritual of the righteous sleep. It is an audio. You do not read, you lie down. And what you used to call insomnia, today you will call unsealed vigil. And you will learn to seal the night. The second seal is the awakening of clarity, 7 morning decrees, so that you no longer wake up without identity. You have a 7-day unconditional guarantee. If in 7 days the instrument has not touched what needs to be touched, you send an email and get your money back. No questions asked. And the 2 seals, the ritual and the decrees, remain with you. But I need to be direct. The real risk is not spending less than 2 coffees. The real risk is that the next time you say, I'll think about it, arrives, and you are still empty-handed. And perhaps you are asking, how can I be sure this is God's voice and not an impulse? God's voice always aligns with His purpose for you, and it pushes you toward faith, not paralysis. Impulse is chaotic, but divine direction, even if it is scary, brings an underlying peace. What if I act and it goes wrong? Isn't it better to wait for more clarity? Clarity often comes in the acting, not in the waiting. Waiting is also a decision, and it is often the one that guarantees failure. I have already missed so many opportunities. Why would this one be different? Because you are here, because this word has found you. This time is different because you have decided it will be. A 45-year-old businessman, paralyzed by fear, almost lost his business by hesitating for a year on an expansion. His quote was, "The code taught me that inaction was the most expensive decision of all." A 32-year-old woman felt stuck for postponing a move. She said, "I stopped waiting for the fear to go away. I acted with fear and courage found me along the way." A 68-year-old retired teacher felt he was too old to start a ministry. He wrote, "I understood that obedience has no expiration date. Perhaps in 3 hours you will be in bed, your mind racing, remembering that you saw this video and did not reach out your hand. Perhaps the next time you say, I'll think about it, that door will close forever." The link is in the first pinned comment. For you who need to get through the next decision with an instrument in hand, click now. And when you do, you are not buying a book. You are accepting an instrument that Solomon prepared for your ordinary day. The Hebrew word that defines exactly what is happening to you is moed. Pronounce it with me in a low voice. Moed. It means appointed time, set meeting. It is not just time. It is a specific, divinely designated moment for an event. The blessing is not for someday, it is for this moed. To miss the moed is to miss the blessing associated with it. And concerning this word, it is written in Psalm 4 verse 8, "In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." Think of Lot's wife. Her problem was not wickedness, it was hesitation. She received a clear instruction. Escape for your life, do not look back. But she looked back. She longed for the security of what she was losing, and in that hesitation, she missed her moed, her appointed time of salvation. She became a pillar of salt, a monument to paralysis. In contrast, think of Abraham. Go from your country and your kindred to the land that I will show you. Did he have all the answers? No. But he acted at the appointed time. He did not wait for a second map. Let me put all of this in simple words. Fact 1, a spirit of hesitation exists. Fact 2, it paralyzes you with the fear of being wrong. Fact 3, Lot's wife was a victim of it. Fact 4, your hesitation, which you call prudence, is the only thing standing between you and your blessing. There are 3 types of calling being tested now by this spirit. The first is the guardian of the promise. You received a promise long ago, and now you fear that action will jeopardize it. The adversary attacks you with, what if it's not the right time? The second is the exhausted analyst. You weigh all the variables to the point of exhaustion, seeking a certainty that does not exist. The adversary attacks you with the illusion of control. The third is the cautious survivor. You have been hurt by impulsive decisions before, and now you live on the defensive. The adversary attacks you with the ghost of past mistakes. Upon your type, heaven has already sealed 3 names. The first name is executor of divine time, the one who acts in God's window of opportunity, not their own. The second is bearer of blind trust, whose faith surpasses the need for all answers. The third is architect of legacy, whose decisions today build the foundations for future generations. If one of these 3 names resonates more strongly with you, write the number in the comments. 1, 2, or 3. The adversary uses doubt against the guardian, confusion against the analyst, and fear against the survivor. But Solomon's instrument gives you an anchor, a protocol, and a covering, and there are 4 more portals beyond these 3 that I cannot open here. The guide delivers them. The final obstacle is not the enemy. It is the fear of seeming ungrateful, the fear that by accepting an instrument, you are telling God that what he has already done is not enough. It is pride dressed as false piety. God does not give you strength so that you can refuse the weapons he himself has forged for your battle. Now close your eyes, place your right hand on your chest, and repeat with me in a low voice. Father, I surrender the weariness of indecision to you. I release you from the fear of seeming ungrateful. My urgency is my gratitude. I receive now the 3 names that have been sealed upon me: executor of divine time, bearer of blind trust, architect of legacy. And before the voice that comes now, I want you to hear something. The intensity of what you have been through is not proof that something is wrong with you. It is proof that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. If this hits you, right below, I receive the turning point. And now, the Father's voice. Listen, son, daughter, I saw you. I saw you the next time you said, I'll think about it. I never lost sight of you. You have permission to receive what you have not earned. You have permission to occupy your chair at the table. You have permission to let the version of you that needed to suffer, to feel worthy, die. I extend my hand toward your house, and I decree a covering of sealing over your table so that decisions may flow, over your children and your spouse, that they may be protected from the consequences of inaction, over your work, that your hands may be swift to build. You are committed. You are commissioned. You are sent. You are committed. You are commissioned. You are sent. You are committed. You are commissioned. You are sent. There is a long, dark wooden table, and there is an empty chair near the head of the table. The shape of you is carved into it. Solomon is at the head, and he nods. Do not say Amen yet. Feel the weight of what has just happened. Now you can say Amen. The Solomon Code is waiting for you in the first pinned comment with the ritual of sleep and the 7 decrees, for less than 2 coffees, because an executor of divine time without action rots the next time they say, I'll think about it. It is not an expense, it is an instrument, with a 7-day guarantee. The risk is ours, your hand is the one that acts. Click now, while the decree is still alive in your chest. In the next 3 hours, he will speak. You acted on impulse, cancel it. Think it over tomorrow. Wise people don't make quick decisions. Do you really deserve such a great blessing? If it was meant to be, it would have happened without forcing it. 5 waves. Today now, before the next time you say, I'll think about it, not later. Today. And before you go, think of one specific person. Someone who needs this same sealing. Send them this video. If you made it to the end, comment below, Amen received. It is done, you are deeply loved, you were never forgotten. The chair is yours.